Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right. Okay. The overall energy of the reading is the Knight of Cups in reverse. It looks like there's a false reality that the Knight of Cups has created, and a false negative reality, something unwanted. There's some type of overthinking here, creating a false negative reality. I'm not getting anything else. Yeah, Seven of Cups in reverse. It feels like someone's feeling like there are no options. That, oh, okay, this feels like someone doom scrolling, someone sure of the worst possible outcome. Okay, the Moon in reverse. It's a lot of lunacy coming out, a lot of things that have been hidden in our subconscious that are coming to light. A lot of people are in their feelings, passionate feelings, impassioned by this perspective that there's no options. This is someone who's really created a story that it feels like a nightmare scenario. It doesn't seem true, or it doesn't seem to the extent of what I'm perceiving here. I'm perceiving someone who, Knight of Cups in reverse, they are imagining the worst possible case scenario here. And their belief systems are telling them there's no other way that this could be. This is also, it feels like whoever this is that has their false reality that's being validated in their experience by the things that they're seeing, because they're looking through the lens of this worst case scenario. So everything that's showing up is validating that their perspective is correct. Interesting. Okay. Feels like this person is trying to control the narrative in a negative way. It doesn't feel like this person is learning. There's a potential to learn something here, and it feels like they're stuck in a mental loop. What do we need to know about this? There's also, though, this energy of the Chariot and Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity, moving on, moving towards a new beginning, a new option, a new way of being. So it seems like there's a divide here. Those who are positive that some negative picture is true. And there's also this energy of being able to move away, move on, see things from a different perspective. Okay. Yes, definitely emotions. It feels like there's a lot of people having difficulty internally with a lot of emotions, overwhelming emotions. Yes. And focusing on, this feels like doom scrolling, focusing on what you don't prefer and becoming more and more out of alignment by focusing on what doesn't make you happy, what fears. Whew, holy cow. These are some tough cards. A lot of cups in reverse. We have Queen of Cups reverse, Nine of Cups reverse, and Ace of Cups reverse. It feels like there's so much imbalance internally, so many emotions, overwhelm. This is not love. This is focusing on fear and seeing your reality through the lens of fear. And then it becomes validated more and more. See, I'm right to be fearful. So you're kind of, whoever is doing this is justifying the, I've had this happen to me as well. I'm like, well, it's good that I'm focusing on this because look at all the stuff that's coming up in my feed and in my reality that proves that what I'm perceiving is correct. But the thing that I didn't realize at the time that is that it's vibration, frequency. And so yes, you can attune to those energies and have more of that in your reality if that's what you choose. But it doesn't make it any more real or less real than someone who's moving on, focusing on a new beginning. Both realities are real, authentic. It feels like there's a choice here. What do you want to focus on? There's a need to let go of an old way of perceiving, a traditional way of perceiving the world, perceiving things. There's a lot of feminine energy here. A lot of feminine fears, internal worries. There's something here around okay, all right, I see what this is. This is people. Ooh, okay, with justice coming in, it looks like people who have burdened others with their uncomfortable emotions, people who've been bullies, people who have used their power to put a boot on someone else's neck and burden someone else. It looks like it's coming to light. We're in a time of that, a season. It's been showing up in the cards for months now. People being seen, bullies being exposed, people who have used their power in toxic ways, burdening others with their lack of sense of confidence, lack of sense of empowerment, and so they bully someone else. They make someone else suffer to make themselves feel better. And it looks like that's coming to light, that type of activity. What else do we need to know about the Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles? What would be helpful for the viewer? Thank you. World card, So you're ending a cycle, moving on, ending a cycle. That was Six of Cups, dealing with some childhood issues around who you choose to be around you. Can you hear that bird chirping outside? It's so loud. It looks like this is happening. What's happening is bully energy. People who have, and again, another queen in reverse. We have Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, and Queen of Swords all in reverse in this current energy. A lot of internal feminine energy. It looks like you might have been raised in a family with a toxic feminine, toxic mother, toxic whoever, sister, cousin, aunt, grandma. It looks like they were a bully. And it looks like that might have been very confusing in your lifetime. And until now, it feels like you might have carried the burden of being the family scapegoat. It feels like people put a kick me sign on you, and maybe people felt like it's okay. And maybe your story and how you showed up was a story of being bullied, of not knowing how to have confidence, how to stand up to people. So getting back around to this false reality, someone created a false reality. That's this puzzle pieces coming together. So what I'm getting here, the Knight of Cups in reverse is the overall energy of the reading. And with so many queens in reverse, there's been a false reality, a false story, an illusion. It may be created by toxic feminine energy. Doesn't have to be a female. Could be a masculine person, someone a gendered or non-gender, but it's feminine energy, a feminine way of bullying. And it feels like there's been this story and you've been excluded and as the problem. Okay, there we go. There's some illusion, negative illusion that someone has created around you. It feels like to isolate you, so people won't pay attention to you. And it's coming to light. Oh, wow. So with the moon in reverse, people are seeing this, lie and deception. It doesn't feel like yours communicating this that I'm perceiving so far. It feels like your energy is this Chariot, Ace of Pentacles, that bird in the window feeder. You've moved on from this, but there is justice coming in. It looks like you have ended this cycle, healed a lot of childhood wounds. Yes. And so you make better choices now, and you're not allowing whoever this is who has created with Magician reverse, Queen of Swords reverse, control your narrative. Tried to control your narrative, create this false reality around you. It's coming to light, and there is justice here. Wow. All right, let's look at what's hidden. We have the Strength card. Yeah, you have faced your fears. You feel very different. It feels like you have already left this story behind, left this energy behind, is what it feels like. It feels energetically like you're like, this is in the rear view for a lot of you. It feels like you have learned how to let go of whatever story, whatever narrative. You're not trying to argue it. You're not trying to convince anyone. I think you just realize I'm not going to get justice here. I'm not going to get a fair shake. Let me move on. Let me end this cycle. I know what the truth is. That's all that matters. King of Pentacles, facing away. It does seem like you might have turned your back on whoever told the story. Focus on what you can control, which is how you feel about yourself. You know the truth. You're very abundant too, very solid, very grounded. Anything else that's hidden? Okay. Yeah, Eight of Cups. You walked away from this, it feels family. Six of Cups, feminine energy. It has family. It has that family smell about it. And it feels like, what can you do? It feels like you tried everything to make this work, maybe since childhood, to try to heal this connection, heal this relationship, to get a fair shake. But it looks like you walked away and you did the healing without them. It looks like you have healed from this. Like the 5 stages, whatever, you've gotten to acceptance. You've moved on. That's why there's this feeling of past, old news. But it's coming up, so it must be important. Something happening in your rear view. What's interesting is we've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So we have a lot of new energy coming in. A new spark, a new desire. Let's get some cards. A new desire. Something's got your attention. A new spark. What's this new spark? The Emperor. Oh. All right. So are you taking the lead? There's this fire, a spark, taking the lead. Oh, the way you are being perceived, I feel like I am perceiving you from the cheap seats here. Whoever this person has told a lot of lies about you too. Family, friends, whatever that is. It feels like I'm perceiving you from their perspective. And what they're seeing is that you've moved on. You've have a new beginning for yourself. You've leveled up. There's some type of inner confidence that you have that's very different. You're setting yourself apart. You look very grounded and successful. And it looks like you've turned your back on anybody who God, I keep getting like cheap seats. So there's something about, there is the Page of Swords in reverse. It does seem like these people are somehow perceiving you. Even though your back's turned and it doesn't feel like you're communicating. So there's some way that they're able to perceive you. Social media, maybe asking others. And it looks like that you walked away, that you've healed, that you've got a spark about you, and that you've leveled up again to a leader. You're taking the lead. It feels like you're playing chess and the rest of them were playing checkers. Wow. Oh my gosh. The Emperor and the Star card? This is so hopeful. They're watching you get your wishes granted. They're washing? They're watching you. They're watching you take the lead. And wow, a star, you're a rising star, your wishes are coming true, but you're not passive. It's like you're going after what you want. And it feels like everybody, where there was once all this story, this negative story about you, this illusion, lies, and now I think you've really shown by your actions where the truth lies. Holy cow! This feels so empowering. I don't feel like I don't feel like you're needing any approval from these people at all. I'm just letting you know from that, wow, people are really perceiving you as changed, transformed. Wow, way to go. This feels so amazing, especially considering what I was translating earlier. All right, in the outcome and advice, we have the devil in reverse. Indeed, it feels like you have let go of any toxicity, anywhere others have been able to try to control your narrative, control you. Yeah, I think for a long time you were very confused. Two of Swords. It feels very confused, not understanding what's going on. Maybe because you were in devil energy, codependency, trauma bonds, growing up, being bullied, having unhealed trauma. It feels like set you up to be confused as an adult. And it looks like you attracted someone who tried to control your narrative. Tried to control your legacy, tried to control you. It feels like that was your family legacy, this very controlling, manipulative type of energy where it feels like it's a family that disempowers each other, tells stories on each other's mixed with truths, just to try to control the narrative, to have power over each other. It looks like people thought you were an easy target, and maybe you were at some point. Unhealed emotions. It feels like that's what I was looking at earlier. Unhealed past traumas. People, it feels like these bullies from your family trying to control your narrative. They also told you this is what love is. This is family. This is what love is. And so you perceived that as part of your reality. It's a false reality. Knight of Cups reverse. It was not true. But it feels like it might have taken you a while to recognize what was true and what wasn't, because there was some emotional healing, some trauma healing internal that you needed to do. Some healing here. It feels like emotional body, your mental body, because you might have had a lot of belief systems that were tied into how you were told, how you were raised to believe. And it looks like you've turned that around. So now the masks are off. Now people are seeing, able to judge clearly. It feels like you don't have, am I correct? Yeah, I don't see any swords at all. You're not communicating any of this that I have translated. The only sword I see is injustice that is related to you. It feels like what I'm seeing is you are just showing up. This is who I am. This is how I behave because I know who I am. And so the proof is in the pudding. You're demonstrating who you are by the moves you make and the actions you take, the inactions you take, that is creating this version of you that's the Emperor Star, a leader. And there's some type of communication. Is this coming from the outside? What's this communication? Four of Wands reverse, Six of Cups. It does seem very family. Again, the Six of Cups showing up. It feels like uncomfortable communication from your past, from a family, someone who's not happy. Four of Wands reverse, someone's bummed. It does feel like a past, someone from your family. Oh, okay. For some of you, someone in your family or around your family is coming in to communicate something to you. That they now see the lies. They now see the Knight of Cups in reverse. They now see the false reality about you. And they feel played. Two of Pentacles. They feel juggled, they feel played, but they're seeing, someone's having an epiphany. Someone's seeing, and it feels like they're Knight of Swords running towards you to let you know. Strength card, Five of Swords. I think this person sees your strength, and they see, it's like they're comparing you, who have stood on business and shown people who you are, versus a bully. It feels like someone has outstood themselves as the King of Cups, Knight of Cups in reverse, that they've created a false story. And it feels like there's someone, I don't see the Page of Cups like an apology, but it has the feeling of like, hey, whoops, we're piecing together what's going on. We see what you're doing. This person is a bully. And this changes. Wow. Wheel of Fortune. It feels like this helps you really it doesn't feel like you don't need anyone to tell you what the truth is, and this person coming in, you already know what that reality is. You already know who you are and what the truth is. So this person coming in isn't validating at all. It feels like you're already over it, and you're like, oh, well, that's nice, but you don't need it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've already made all the decisions, but I think this does help turn the wheel of fortune in your favor, because it feels like you're heading into a period of time, maybe for a long time, it looks like, where you're taking control of your story. You're taking control of your wheel of fortune. No one else can play on your name. Period. Let's end it there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Beautiful reading. Take care. Bye.